Welcome back. So joining us now is Coach Harrison Tito, a Nigerian relationship and life coach, intimacy educator, and one of the most candid voices reshaping how we talk about love and marriage. Coach Harrison, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming.
So, I wanted you to hear the conversation. A lot has happened. Many women talked about men understanding them better, that they've gone through so much throughout the day, and there's a lot of demand on them. We talked about people being addicted to pornography, even masturbation. I forgot to mention the issue of masturbation from families and spouses, because then for whatever reason, they don't find their spouses attractive anymore. Let's start from the basics. A marriage that is existing marriage, how can they sustain intimacy throughout their marital lives?
Okay, the first thing that I heard that I know is part of what I will talk about is what Mama J said. Thank you so much. Clap for her, everybody. You see, when it comes to marriage, the first thing you have to do is to be intentional and not be emotional. If you are not intentional, you will derail. You have to have a roadmap of what you need to do at every point, either to resolve conflict or make your love grow stronger. When I see men tell me, the wife not sweet again, she not fine again, she's not fresh again, one thing I will tell you from experience of 13 years of being married and coaching people around the world is that women get sweeter as they get older. So there is no need for you to say, I'm done. I don't want her, she's not interested. Now you start looking for somebody to go to hotels with. Like you mentioned, the man that was complaining about his wife. Look, if you always talk about the negative, you will see the negative. As a man thinketh, he becometh. If you don't see good in your wife, good will not manifest.
But, Coach Harrison, I hear you. Some men will say, I try, and I love my wife, but I can't do anything about the fact that she has changed in her behavior. Maybe she has gotten more aggressive. I think Felicia mentioned about different times of the mood based on your period, on your hormones, in your health issues. Different things causes mood. So men don't have that understanding. So immediately their wives start behaving somehow, they just lose attraction. How can we manage that time?
Okay, one thing I know for sure is that for you to get the best of a woman, be intentional about making sure you are supportive. There is no crime or no harm in supporting with chores. I'm telling you this. Anybody can bear witness to this in comment section. I am known everywhere on social media. I still go to the market after 13 years of being married. My wife does not go to the market to shop, and I will tell you why I chose to do that. The first 2 years when we got married, finance was not balanced. So I saw that she was the one bringing money home. I said it will not make any sense that she will still be the one to rush to the market and cook when she gets back. I told her, why I'm waiting on the Lord, why don't I support this woman to go to the market and be shopping? And when I buy things, I'll cook before she gets back. Do you know what that did for my marriage? That thing made us to bond. You don't bond because of the vows you've made on the altar. You bond by being supportive. If you assist her to do chores in the house, or you reduce her workload, or you even assist to help children to do homework, guess what happens? It will be easier for her to rest in your arms in the night.
Okay, let's talk about couples who have grown apart, and they're still married. They stay in daddy's room, mommy's room. They've not had intimacy in years. What, as a coach, as somebody who can help in this, how can they reconnect? What can they start to do to reconnect?
The first thing you have to do is to know that children are watching. What they see is what they live by, not what you just say. Now, if they know that in church you hold hands and you pray together, but at home you live in separate rooms, they will feel it's normal. That is not normal. So what you are supposed to do, remember, be intentional. You see, there is no harm in saying I'm sorry. Because one of the reasons people sleep in separate rooms and one of the reasons they fall out of love is resentment, unforgiveness. Until you learn to forgive and be accommodating and be tolerant, you cannot have your partner in your arms. Your partner will want to sleep in where she will find peace. And if you are a man that is always chatting with another woman in the night, late in the night, it will affect your woman's state of mind because she cannot find sleep, wondering what you are doing with another woman chatting continuously. But when you are supportive, let me tell you this, Nobody runs away from something good. When you are good for your partner and your partner is pleased to have you, your partner will want to sleep in the same place with you. So please, what I will advise, knowing that children are watching and knowing that you're only going to live once, your marriage is a responsibility that God has given to you. Not just a thing of choice, not just an institution of choice. It is a responsibility. What you make of it is part of your legacy.
Okay. So let's talk about, because Nigeria is one of the most, I think we have the most, one of the highest figures of pornography addiction. Many of our men are addicted, or maybe even women, I don't have the data for women, are addicted to pornography and also masturbation. And I mean, I know you've talked about it also on your podcast. Could you help us? How do we break those habits of pornography and masturbation in our homes?
All right, thank you so much. I need to tell you this. As a knacking coach, I don't use the word SEX, okay, because of the platforms we are streaming on. As a knacking coach, I always tell people, it is not about your pleasure. It's more of safety and connection. If constantly helping yourself, I don't want to use that word because I always censor such words on my platform. If by helping yourself and you think you will get pleasure, you are denying yourself a chance to value your partner. Because your partner cannot meet that level of pressure for the pleasure that you seek. So when you get addicted to it, what happens is this. You will not become somebody that anybody can satisfy again. And the more you put pressure on yourself, guess what happens? You will stress your heart. In case you don't know, the middle leg standing at attention comes from a function of the heart. Blood needs to pump to that place. The more you stress yourself, the more you stress your heart. And you start hearing people having issues with cardiovascular health issues. And the more you help yourself to release, the more you reduce your chances of productivity. Because it will affect your level of concentration in everything that you do. And it will make you see the opposite gender as an object of pleasure, not a fellow being that you need to be a blessing to.
Right.
Then all you think of when you see the opposite gender is self, and that becomes a source of selfishness. And in case you don't know, that addiction can also cause other forms of issues, because the more you burn yourself out, the more you quickly need plenty sugar. Okay. The more you need plenty things to take to be able to stay active. But what you don't know, you are putting pressure on your liver and kidney. So if you are helping yourself doing what they call soapy, please stop it for the bright future of your marriage. Okay. Because as a woman gets older, she desires her man more.
Somebody shouting yes here.
If you make the mistake of damaging the bright future of your middle leg, some
people's middle leg don't work again, sir. Some people's middle leg
now
can stop working for years.
For those people that your middle leg is not active the way you want it, it's not responding. Let me tell you something. Don't take any concussion you see outside there. Don't take any herb you see out there. You know why? From experience, from what I teach, I have discovered that some of them even put some kind of preservatives that you don't need in your body. And in case you don't know, there is this, I don't want to mention the real name, that some people break and put inside what you call concussion. And you think that thing is helping you to perform well. What you don't know, you take one tablet today, tomorrow your body will need 2, your body will need 3, your body will need 4. At a point, your body will not function well again. You don't need melecine. I don't want to use the word, the D-R-O-U-G. You don't need melecine or concussion to climb a mountain. Why do you now need it to be pleasurable with your wife?
I'm going to pass the mic to one or two people because I know that a lot has been said and you might have questions. I'm hearing people saying, So let me pass the mic. Whoever wants to say something, while we're getting thoughts, there's one more thing. There are some people who feel that their husbands are not satisfying them, even though the husbands try. But they don't know how to come across. Because you don't want to. Your husband will ask you, how did you know? How do you know that I'm not satisfying you? Okay. But they know they're not satisfied. Okay. But the husband is not willing to learn. One of those gra men, they don't want to learn. How can a woman in that situation help her spouse?
Okay, first thing I must say, if you're a man here or you're listening to me, make sure you are teachable. That is what makes you qualified to be a husband in the first place. Because you can't know everything. Your partner will even be a tear rubber when you marry the person. Does not mean the person's body or hormones does not seek something. The fact that your partner is seeking for pleasure from you does not mean your partner is wayward. It means your partner has come to a level of awareness of what her body needs. If you are hungry, do you need to be a criminal to know that you are hungry? So in a situation where both of you are doing the do, and you reach point of no return, and madam is always hanging. And she goes to the salon and she hears people saying, oh, do you know that when Oga did this, now so water full everywhere, like say water board burst. But at the end of the day, guess what? She will not know that it is possible. And where there is possibility in her mindset, she will seek for your abilities. So what you are supposed to do as a man, if you want to satisfy a woman like that, it's always better to ask a woman, how do you want it? Some men who dated Nkechi before they got married to Kemi, by the time they get married to Kemi, they want to use their knowledge and experience with Nkechi to satisfy Kemi. It doesn't work. What you should do is, how do you want it? When you follow the roadmap of what a woman seeks, you are halfway there to satisfy her.
Okay.
If you listen to her. And one of the best ways to satisfy a woman, make her comfortable enough to think aloud before you. That is where real bonding starts. If your wife cannot confidently tell you, this is what I seek, can you help me do it like this? You might be married for 50 years, but you don't have that strong connection.
Some of our husbands are ministers of God, though. They don't want to hear,
So
they don't want to
I
hear
would
this kind of talk, or they are
I would
imams.
advise, ask her for direction, because she knows what she wants. Today, if you be saying her hair, she won't make you play with.
Coach, you're not hearing me. Some of us are wives of ministers of God. You cannot be saying, I want like this, or you want to, what are you reading? You can't be saying, I want to go to Jerusalem. I want you to get, they will be wondering,
So
are you not a sinner?
if she doesn't ask because she's not very comfortable, let me give the men a cheat. Don't rush to go in. Don't see her pleasure pot like a keyhole that you insert key and just start and move. It starts with getting into her brain. Before you get in between her legs, get in between her ears, her brain. A woman's state of mind will affect her level of pleasure. If you insert her morning, afternoon, evening, and you say, open, let me go in, you jam barbed wire inside. Okay? So what you are supposed to do is do what we call body work, like a panebita. Take your time to do body work. She's your wife.
Every
Don't rush.
day? You want to get tired now?
No, you won't get tired when you are intentional. Remember, we started by be intentional. When you do proper body work and madam feels you, the fact that a woman has agreed that, okay, we can do as husband and wife, does not mean she's mentally ready. For you to get her mentally ready, it will take you to do body work for approximately 20 to 25 minutes. For her to be mentally ready, it's worth it. Do you know why it is worth it? Because that gives her the chance to easily get pleasured and satisfied.
Coach, if I was a man listening to you, I would say, please, it's easier for me to go down to red light district. I would do all this 20 minutes walking and 30 minutes to whine you just because I want to do one thing. It's kind of be tiring. So a man is watching Hollywood movies, he's watching and he's seeing somebody getting down in the heat of passion and think, okay, my wife, I get home, bam, 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 we're good. And she's like, no, you have to be talking to me since morning, you have to send me text messages, you have to, and I'm wondering, what is all that? So a man is hearing you and I'm wondering, it doesn't really connect.
That sounds like overnight success. Is there anything like overnight success? For me to get here, it took me 23 years to get here. And I just told her this morning that I've been praying to be interviewed by her. For how long? For a very long time. It took grace for me to be here. So we don't need to cut off the process of making somebody to connect. The essence of intercourse is not penetration, it's connection. You can't rush a building overnight, no matter how much you have. You wait for the decking to cast before you start building on top. When you are dealing with a woman, it's not plug and play. It's connection. You need to bond. Because until you are able to become intentional in satisfying your woman, you might be able to sleep with her every day for 40 years of marriage, 50 years of marriage. You have not bonded. Bonding is what keeps marriage.
Fantastic. Anybody? Where's the mic? Elisha, I'm not coming to you. Madam, first timer since yesterday. And you are hugging this mic. Go ahead, Tessie.
My question is, like, if you get married to a partner that don't easily let it go, is not forgiving someone. So how will you cope with such person?
A man who's not forgiving.
So wait, you do not forgive. You can count what happened
10 years.
last 3 years in your marriage. You can't.
Yeah. Right. Unforgiveness.
Thank you.
Okay.
People are a product of where they are coming from. Okay. But you don't need to be a form of where you are coming from. You have a choice. Now, forgiveness for that person that does that is not for who offended you. It's for you that feels offended, because that forgiveness will give you peace of mind. You need peace of mind to be productive.
Okay.
See, marriage, like I said earlier, relationship is a responsibility. It will not work unless you put in the work to make it work. And one of the best ways to put in the work to make it work is to be tolerant, is to be accommodating. A lot of women will tell you, I want a man that is romantic. I want a man that has money, a man that is God-fearing. Good. Please add a man that is empathic. A man that is empathic will not keep grudge and will not harbor resentment, because he will understand that in imperfection, we can still find beauty. He will know that you are a building under construction and it's a project that he is working on, and he will not give up and say, I will write this person off and I'm not going to forgive this person.
Okay.
Forgiveness is a way to help one find happiness.
All right. Rhoda wanted to say something, but let me come to you first. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. I know someone that been married for like 10 years now, but I don't know what is happening. So the man and the woman, the man is the man and the woman. But in this situation, like, the woman wants to be the man in charge. But the man was like, he's telling him that, no, I'm the man of this house. So during that time, our behavior has been changing, and before you know, the man had to leave the house because of her. Because the way she's doing and all this thing. So now, they are not together anymore. They are not together. They are separated. But why? Because of the woman wants to be the man. The woman wants to be in charge. The woman is acting like a man. So in that situation, what are you going to do?
Let me tell you this. How you lay your bed is how you lie on it. Before you point one finger, how many fingers are facing you? You see, the moment you complain that a woman is trying to take charge, there are some situations where some men just lay back and relax. Yes, you are the head of the family as you see it, but I will tell you, it will take somebody who is proactive to know that you are not being active, you are not being productive. Let me try and make things work for the good of this family. So if a woman decides to sit up, does not mean she's trying to create problem. It means you need to be grateful that somebody is doing what is needed and what is right. But a man that is smart, we understand that. We see snake for granted. Whether a man kill him or woman kill him, it don't matter. Now make the snake die. Make it not affect family. I don't know if you get it. What I will tell you is this. Take note. All the while, my wife took care of my marriage when we just started. The first 2 years when I was trying to build my brand and everything, nobody knew my wife was the one feeding us. That's one. Two, her ATM card was constantly with me. Because you say, babe, hold it in case you need to buy something, in case you need to do something. You see, when you lay a foundation before you get married and say, there is no gender in finance in this marriage. It's not your money, it's not my money. Any money that comes is family money. You have laid a foundation that is right. So whosoever makes a way, and there is way for the marriage, and there is way for the family, please, does it really matter?
All right.
Now make we make progress.
All right. Thank you very much. We have to wrap up. Rhoda, is it a different question? Very important. Yeah, go ahead. Just 30 seconds. Hurry up.
Okay, good morning. So my question is, how important is it for, both partners to know their love language in a relationship or in a marriage?
Love language.
How important is it?
Okay, I'll tell you this. You cannot willingly want to buy what you have no idea of. And when you have an idea of what you want to settle for, you are halfway there to understand what you want to be with and what you want to own, right? It is important to know what makes your partner happy. Your responsibility is to meet the need of your partner, while your partner will meet your need. If you don't do that, how do you meet your partner at the point of your need? 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 3 to 5 says, husband and wife should meet each other's needs, right? If you don't know how to communicate to meet the need of your partner through the love language and to meet your partner's need, how are you fulfilling your partner's desires? So it's important to seek. And if you don't find, you ask so that you can meet the partner's need.
Thank you so much. Coach Harrison, we have learned from you today. Thank you. But we have to bring you back again because we can't finish this conversation. There's a lot to learn. But thank you so much, Coach Harrison. It was a pleasure having you. God bless you. Let's go on a break. We'll be right back.